Hey everybody, it's Jada on piano, where we make music make sense. Today we're talking about the 251 in D flat. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you like this kind of content. Make sure you share it with your friends so they can learn some 251s. You know somebody that plays? Let them know so they can learn too. Okay, so let me start with the scale like we always do. This is our final one. We've completed the series after this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Let's get the chords. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. Now, this is my favorite key, not C sharp, but D flat, because it's easier for me to think in flats. But, you know, if you like thinking in sharps, if you like calling this note E sharp, because that's what it would be in C sharp, you know, more power to you. If you like calling this note B sharp, that's what it would be, you know, more power. But D flat, my favorite key. So we need a 251, same as we've done with all the other videos. When you have your chord, and this is the one I'm playing for the moment, but we want to, here's the chord just by itself, and this is the voicing that I'm going to end up using. But let's look at the chord so we can look at how to break it down and get what we need. If we want to look at how to get the notes, here's our 7th chord. Play a note, skip. Let me do it. Play, skip, play. Skip, play, skip, play. Now, like I've said, every week we're not skipping notes that are not in the key. We're only playing and skipping notes that are in the scale that we just played, that are diatonic to the scale. So for instance, we wouldn't skip this note or this note. They're not in the scale. You see that? So that's the 2 chord. And then let's go to the 5. Play, skip, play, skip, play, skip, play. There we go. There's our 5 chord. And then we need 1. Play, skip, play, skip, play, skip, play. But I'm going to use just the triad. So we had, if you just played it normal or just the chords, like, it's going to sound something like that, right? That is not very cool. So what I've done every time, I put my root note down here, and then you see up here it says G flat because it doesn't have, it thinks the bass is here. But once you put the bass down here, we've got our E flat, which is a 2 chord. Okay, we've got 2, and then we've got, so sounds so much better. Now let's change the inversion. Make this part let's just make the right hand an inversion. So we're going to keep our left hand the same. See that? I changed both of these. We're there. Now let's do it again. Let's change the inversion again. See that? And let me fix that. This, I'm just adding the 2 to the chord just to give it some extra color, but that's what it would be if you just had the triad. So one more time for that. Right? So that's with our inversions. Now, as always, every week, we do some drop 2s. So let's look at the drop 2s on here. Here's the chord again. I'm going to take the note from up here and drop it down here, because the drop 2 is taking the note second from the top. So take that out. Okay, there we go. And let's try something like so. And then we can go somewhere like here. Okay, now let's take from first inversion, take this down here. I like that. but that's not a drop 2. Here's this. We could use the same one, but let's use this one. I'm gonna make it a something like that. It's hard to see. Let me see. Make that a drop 2. See that? And if you've been working through this is me working. I don't play a lot of drop 2s yet. I'm working on playing more. That's what I'm working on in my playing. So you're really seeing me work through these in each and every key in the same way that you would be working through them. That would be that inversion. Let's go here. Here we are. Take the note second from the top being the right hand side, and I'm going to take this down here. Let's go here. We can do that same thing here. See that? That one works very nicely. Let's try it again. See that? Very nice. And let's take the last one. Second from the top here. So that works nicely as well. I like that. See that? Now, as always, we also do a secondary dominant, which we can use as a rootless voicing choice. Let's go ahead with that. Let me pull this down just a little bit. Okay, so our rootless voicing, as always, and secondary dominant, meaning the 2 chord, we can substitute it and make it major, or make it dominant instead of it being minor. So instead of this chord, this chord. And what we're going to do, first of all, in this key, we need to know where this chord is coming from to understand the context. Well, where is E flat 7 a dominant chord? I'm going to go ahead and tell you so that there's no confusion. It's in the A flat. Look, where it's the 5 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the key of A flat. Right? And diatonically, this would be in the key of A flat. And of course, the 5 chord leads to the A flat. Well, guess what? When we do this here, the 2 goes to the 5, which is an A flat chord. A flat happens to be a dominant chord in the key of D flat instead of a 1 chord like it is in the key of A flat. But because the E flat is going to the A flat, we can use that same idea and substitute that chord in to go to an A flat. So instead of this, or all of its equivalents, we're going to do this. Right? So that's the chord, but we wanted to make it a drop 2, and this is our, it's very closely related to the one we just did. Right? We're pulling this from up here, right? I'm putting this down here. It just gives a nice, a much stronger move, right? Right there. Right? So, bass player. Giving ourselves a nice secondary dominant. So, secondary dominant meaning the dominant is not the one that's in the key we're in. It's coming from another key, but it's still using the concepts from its key to lead us, transition us to the note that we're going to. So like I said, the E flat goes to the A flat in the key of A flat. So as I always say, what better way to take us from an E flat to an A flat in another key, because that's what our ear would be used to, would be trained to hear, would be comfortable with when we're in another key, but we're used to that sound of the dominant chord leading us to another chord, and it gets resolved right there. Resolved meaning that it goes to the place where we're like, okay, I understood exactly where that's taking us. So, those are some thoughts in D flat. You guys let me know where you use this stuff, how this is, something you use, something you can use, places you use it, inversions, everything. Just let me know. How do you use this? Voicings, everything. Let me know how you're using this in the comments. So you guys take care, and I will see you next week.